thing that we present for you in this hour. We give you one little peek of this one. And so these are Canadian, $5 Canadian silver maple leaf sets. You're getting the, and you're getting all 3 coins, all brilliant uncirculated, but each coin in and of itself is different.
$39.95, yeah. It's the 30th anniversary of the Canadian maple leaf. Okay, so they decided to do a special coin. And they did 3 special coins. So they made the regular maple leaf coin, and then they made this 30th anniversary coin, the one that has the 30 on it, is sold out instantly. So that you can't find that coin anywhere. We've got that coin. And then you have also a very special coin, limited edition coin that you have here, which is the incuse maple leaf. And people ask me, what does incuse mean? It's stamped into the coin. So it's not raised. It's much easier to strike a coin when you hit the coin, strike the coin, and the coin goes into the voids of a die. And so on all coins, the device of the coin, or the design on the coin, is raised. It's extraordinarily difficult to create an incuse coin, because when you have it in the collar of the die, as you do that, it expands. It's very, very difficult to do. Well, the Canadian Mint is one of the most technologically proficient mints in the world today. And so they did this, where if you look, the maple leaf is stamped into the coin. You can see, if I do that, you can see the edge where the maple leaf goes into the coin right there. Also limited edition, sold out, limited edition, and then this is in essence the regular maple leaf. Each one is a full ounce of silver. So you get you get a 1/4 of a pound of silver that you're going to have in that, or what is that, a 1/5 of a pound? It is ultimately 3 ounces. Okay, you get 3 ounces of pure silver. Now, one of the cool things I love, if we can go to the 30th anniversary coin, I want to show you the Canadian Mint. There's a lot of counterfeits in the world, even with silver coins, because they bring a premium when the United States Mint and/or Canadian Mint, or U.S. Just mint issues. So they do have anti-counterfeiting technology. The first thing they have is this little privy seal down here. So they put that in there. The other thing that they do is see how it looks like there's all these little lines in here, and as I turn that, it kind of like, an old science fiction movie thing. That is actually anti-counterfeiting technology. The technology required to put that on a coin is insane. Okay, it's just, I mean, you have to literally laser engrave a die that they did not even have the technology to do 2 years ago. And so they've added that. And then if we put that, and then of course, always, you have to put Queen Elizabeth on there. And even then, you can see those special anti-counterfeiting that looks almost like a fingerprint on each and every single solitary coin. Now,
these are beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They really are.
They are to celebrate the 30th. Now, the United States government did like a 25th anniversary set like this. We sell that for like $2 grand. So these for $119.95. Look at that. And they're going to come in this great little presentation box. Isn't that fantastic? So you're going to have that. They all come in their own individual holders like coin. Like I say, go out there and try to find this coin. Sold out, limited edition. That thing is one of the hottest coins in the marketplace today. The incuse maple leaf, also exceptionally difficult to get. And like I said, we have them all. Just even the regular coin at $39.95 is spectacular. To get this coin, $39.95, I don't think so. To get this coin, $39.95, I don't think so, with the incuse maple leaf. Very, very difficult, very, very desirable. I love the way they kind of hung the 30 on the maple leaf. Isn't that cool? So that's why that went very, very, very quickly, because it has a extreme limited edition.